Hello everyone, this is Namrata. Today we'll be discussing another topic in Service Cloud, which is Salesforce knowledge. We will understand the use of the knowledge, how we can go ahead and configure Salesforce knowledge in our instance, and how these knowledge articles are useful to our support reps, our agents, and our customers. Salesforce knowledge is a very powerful tool which is provided by Salesforce. It is available with additional cost in professional, enterprise performance, and developer editions. It is a collection of articles which has information about our products, our services that we offer, frequently asked questions, any known issues, how to use a product, and how to install a software. It's like a self-service for our customers to resolve their issues and self-service for our support reps to go ahead and resolve the cases in a faster way. Like for example, customer is not able to sign in into an account. So rather than customer going ahead and raising a case for such issue, if at all we provide a knowledge articles which tells how a customer can resolve issues related to his account, and if you provide the steps which he or she can refer to, that will help customers to go ahead and refer those knowledge articles and get the questions answered and get their issues resolved. So with that, it will provide a greater customer satisfactions and faster issue resolution. So this is one of the biggest advantages of using the Salesforce knowledge. Now, who can go ahead and create the Salesforce knowledge articles? It is either the experienced service agents or managers, or if at all your organization is big, you will have the internal writers or technical writers who can go ahead and create the knowledge articles for us. Now, once these knowledge articles are published, then only these can be shared with the internal or external users. Now, but before we go ahead and create this knowledge articles, we need to understand who are the audience for this knowledge articles. What should be the topic? What should be the content? Like, what is this knowledge article is for? Whom it is designed for? So when we have all these questions answered, then we can go ahead and create the knowledge articles, and we can go ahead and segregate or create different article types like FAQ. One article type could be an FAQ, second article type could be issues related to queries related to products, queries related to services offered. So we can go ahead and create multiple article types and segregate all the different knowledge articles within the article types. But in Classic, the article types are only available in the Classic. We do not have the article types in Lightning. So instead of article types, we can make use of record types in our Lightning. For each record type, we can go ahead and create a page layout. We can customize our page layout. And as per our business need, what we can do is we can give access to the page layout to the specific user profile. So like this, you can go ahead and provide access to different set of users who need access to what kind of knowledge articles. Now let us see how we can go ahead and enable this knowledge article. So from the setup, you have to go and search for the knowledge, and then you see something called as knowledge settings. There you can go ahead and enable the knowledge settings, Salesforce Lightning, enable Lightning knowledge. We'll see how we can go ahead and do that. The next one is Lightning knowledge user access, how we can go ahead and enable the Lightning knowledge on the user record. We'll see in our next demo, and how we can go ahead and add the Lightning knowledge component in the Lightning record page. So let us go ahead and get into our demo. So I am onto my developer org. So it is Lightning, and from the home, look out for the knowledge. So here under the knowledge, you see knowledge settings. Go and click on knowledge settings and then click on edit. As I was talking in my previous slide, for the Lightning knowledge, you have to go ahead and enable the Lightning knowledge. Once you enable this Lightning knowledge, you cannot go ahead and disable it. Let us see the general settings. Allow users to create and edit articles from the article tab itself. Self-explanatory. Then you have another setting called as activate validation status field. So this is like agents can select values to show whether the contents has been validated or not. So if at all you want There could be a lot of articles which the agents can go ahead and create, but if at all, you have to understand whether the content which is updated is being validated or not. So if at all we have this validation status, it gives the support reps to review or view the knowledge articles and see whether the knowledge article, the content of the knowledge article is being validated or not. So that is the usage of this second setting. Then allow users to add external multimedia content to HTML in the standard. Yeah, if at all you want the users to go ahead and add some external multimedia, you can go ahead and enable this. As we were discussing, we have to go ahead and enable this knowledge, lightning knowledge. Second setting is enable automatic loading of rich text editor when editing an article. Yes, we have to go ahead and enable it. All of this is available in the classic, whether it is for internal application users or customers or the partners. This is one of the important settings which we will talk about. Highlight relevant article text within search results. Autocomplete keyword search, autocomplete title search, auto suggest related articles on the cases. So case fields used to find the suggested article. So what we have selected the subject, case type, name, internal comments and reason. Now assume support rep has got a case. Case is related to any software product installation, and his customer is not able to install a software product. Now we have a related knowledge article related to product installation. Whatever the settings that we have provided here, now once the user customer support rep go ahead and open that particular case, suggested knowledge articles or relevant knowledge articles should be displayed based upon whatever the case fields we have selected here. In the subject, if at all you have something called as a product installation or some product information, anything related to the product, then that related knowledge article should be displayed. Likewise, if at all it is something related to case type, name, internal comments, wherever it is matching, that suggested article should be displayed in the knowledge one widget. We will see how we can go ahead and add that in some time. Default knowledge base, I have selected it as English, but you can have multiple languages. If you see in the drop down, you have different languages. If you want German, you can go ahead and set your default knowledge base language as German. But for our use case, it is English. And if at all you wanted to use multiple languages, go ahead and select on multiple language. And yeah, this is not needed. If you want to allow users to share articles via the public groups, whatever the public URLs or sites you have, you can go ahead and include those. Our case, we don't have any site at this moment, so we are not selecting anything. And then the next one is knowledge statistics settings. Enable thumbs up or down voting for the article. It basically, if knowledge article, if customers like it, they can go ahead and give a voting or thumbs up saying that yes, we liked your knowledge article. That boost up the motivation to the persons who would have written your knowledge articles. And then go ahead and click on save. Now let us talk about various permissions. Let's go to our user profile. So from the home, I am going to, under the administration, look out for your user profile, and you have to see whether the knowledge user is enabled or not. As I was mentioning, this particular permission should be enabled for the users who should be, so that he or she can be able to access the knowledge. And then there are various other permissions. That from the same user, go to the permission set and let's search for knowledge. Yeah, you have this knowledge permission set. In this, we have to consider app object settings. So according to your business need, if at all there are support reps who doesn't need edit access, do not give any edit access to the knowledge object. So here you can define whether you wanted to give read, create, edit, delete, view all and modify all object access. And you can go ahead and create, give access to the users according to your need and create a permission set and accordingly assign that particular permission set to your user. If at all user wanted only to read, then you can just give the read on that specific object, and rest all you can remove it. So this is one of the settings, which is an object settings. Then the second one is app permissions. Under the app permissions, you have a separate section called as a knowledge management. In the knowledge management, one is knowledge articles. If at all the users would like to view the draft articles, viewed archived articles, then you can give this. And if at all you want to go ahead and publish the articles, you can go ahead and give this. It all depends upon who should be performing what kind of activities, or what kind of permissions, or what all things a user can do. According to that, you can go ahead and give required access, create a permission set, and give that permission set to the specific users. Now we have enabled the knowledge using the knowledge settings. We have looked out for the various permissions, either how do you go ahead and enable the knowledge user on the user record, how do you go ahead and create or give different permissions like object level permissions or other permissions using different settings. Now we will see how we can go ahead and create a knowledge layout, or go ahead and create certain fields for the knowledge object. So from the object manager, it displays all the list of objects in our organization. So from the right hand side, quick find, look for knowledge. In the details, go ahead and edit it. It is always good to go ahead and enable this optional feature, which is track field history. It helps you to debug your knowledge, who had made the changes, what changes were made, and at what time. Let's go to our fields and relationship. So what I have done is we went ahead and created two specific fields, that is body and the content. So this is the body field which I have created, and I have chosen the data type as rich text area, because in the body I would like to add a lot of content, so that will be visible to my agents or my customers. So likewise I have created two separate new fields, body and the content. And let's go to the page layout. Go ahead and make certain changes to our knowledge page layout. So from the field section, fields, look out, ensure that you go ahead and add whatever the fields you would like to in your knowledge page, record page. I would like to have title, URL name, what in all two fields that I have created, right? Body and the content, let us go ahead and add those. And what all the fields that you feel are very important, you can go ahead and add those in your knowledge record page. And from the related list, I would like to have the approval history, I would like to have the cases, I would like to have the files. I've used all of those, and then save. So now what all we have done, we went ahead and enabled the field history tracking for the knowledge object. We went ahead and added or created two new fields. We also went ahead and made certain changes to our knowledge page layout. Now let us see if we don't have any lightning record page, but if at all you want it, you can go ahead and create a lightning knowledge home page for this knowledge. Now let us go to our let us see how we can go ahead and configure or make certain changes to our service console. If you had a chance to visit my previous videos which are related to the service cloud, I would have explained how do we go ahead and create a console application, service console application. So let us see how we can make certain changes to that particular console application. So how do we navigate to the console application? What we have created, from the left hand side, from the app launcher, you see the three dots. Go to view all. We went ahead and created this Lightning Service Console app. Go to that. This is how our application looks like. And now you would like to go ahead and add a knowledge component to your page. So from the right hand side, you see this gear menu, gear 1. Click on this and click on edit page. This is how you can go ahead and edit your page. This is the easiest way. Otherwise, you can go to the lightning record page and go ahead and enable this case record page. I would like to add the knowledge component because that is a standard component which is provided. If you had a chance to use Salesforce knowledge in the Classic, there is a feature which is available. You can use the knowledge footer in the bottom of the page. At the bottom of the page, you can go ahead and here you can use a knowledge which can be made available to your users if at all you are using the Lightning. But when it comes to, sorry, if at all it is, if you are using the Classic. Now, when it comes to Lightning, there you cannot add knowledge in the footer. Rather than that, we can go ahead and add knowledge as a component on your Lightning record page, in the case record page. So from the standard components, look out for the knowledge and accordingly pull this knowledge and move it into your section wherever you would like to. So I have added this knowledge, pulled this knowledge component, and I have used it here. So this is how my page looks like. It is, I wanted to have the feed section. I also wanted to see the related, then all the detailed informations, and at the bottom of the detailed informations, I am adding a section called as a knowledge. This is how you go ahead and add a knowledge section. Click on save. So it's all done. Now let us go ahead and make certain changes to our this specific page itself. Then how do you do that? Go to your, from the setup, go to app manager, search app. Under the user interface, you see app manager. We have created this Lightning Service Console app. So we have to go ahead and make changes to this Lightning Service Console app. Click on edit from the right hand side. Here you will provide the branding information about your console application, what and all are the different options. I have created the navigation, console navigation, what and all the utility items that should be available. We have selected macros, we have selected the omni-channel as a utility item, and in the navigation items, we were only having the home, cases, accounts, contacts, reports, and dashboards. Since you are using this for the first time or you are creating or modifying the page, you have to select the knowledge from the available items and move it into the selected items like how I have done it here. This way, it will be easier for anybody who logs in into your service console to be able to view everything in that specific console itself. If you agent wanted to go ahead and create a case, he would like to see associated accounts, contacts, user would like to go ahead and view the knowledge articles, everything will be available on a single console itself. That is why we wanted to go ahead and add the knowledge item, knowledge as well into the selected items. Once you have done that, go ahead and click on save. So now let us go to our console. Let us open any of the case. So this is how our page looks like. You have the feed related, you have related informations. If you see all of these are available. Then at the right hand side, you see the knowledge, everything. Now, based upon whatever the settings we have given in our knowledge settings, if at all a support rep is working on a specific case and if you have any relevant articles related to that specific case, then all those relevant articles should be visible under the knowledge section and it should say suggested articles. So now users can go ahead and if support reps wanted to go ahead and attach those knowledge articles, they can go ahead and do that. But before that, you have to go ahead and make one more changes. What is that change? From the object manager, on the right hand side, search for case and go to the case page layout. Go to the case page layout. Let us see if we have everything. Let's have the files as well. What was that we are looking out for? Yeah, I'm going here and clicking on save. And I have to go to my feed layout. Let's go to my feed view. So here you have one permission that you have to provide. What is that? Which is enable attaching articles in line. So if you go ahead and give this or select this, then you can go ahead and attach the articles to your case. This is what I was talking about, and then click on save. So we have saved it. Now let us go ahead and create few knowledge articles. So from the new, I'm going ahead and creating a new knowledge articles. See what's done. Adding some random content, channel, etc. And I'm copying the same thing into my content, everything, and I'm clicking on save. So this is one of the knowledge article. Now let's go back to our knowledge and look out for draft articles, because this article is still in draft, right? This is the knowledge article, and then go ahead and try to publish it. If you want to go ahead and publish it now, you can go ahead and publish it now. If you wanted to go ahead and schedule the publication on a specific date, you can do that. But for now, go ahead and publish it now. There could be, we can go ahead and define certain workflows, like if a support rep is going ahead and creating a knowledge article, then you can go ahead and create a workflow action, workflow rules, or define an approval process. Like as soon as the status of the draft is, status of the knowledge article is draft, then a notification has been sent out to the managers. Managers should be able to go ahead and approve the knowledge articles. And once the knowledge article is approved, managers can go ahead and publish the knowledge article. So accordingly, you can define your workflows based upon your business use case. You can write down the workflow rules, then you can create the approval process. And once it's all been done, either the senior rep can go ahead and publish the document knowledge articles, or managers can go ahead and submit the knowledge publish the knowledge articles. Once the knowledge articles is published, you can go ahead and see it in the published articles. Here it says English. So the article is being published. Now let us go ahead and create a case. How do I create a case? Go to the cases tab and create a case. I will fill in all the mandatory informations. I am selecting the case origin as phone. Somebody is calling and saying that something is not working. I am giving the subject as omni channel something, and then I'm clicking save. Now, as soon as a support reps tries to work on this particular case, related knowledge article should be visible under the knowledge. Here you see, only this specific knowledge article is being displayed here under the suggested article, because only this has the fields, that is case comments. In the case summary, we would have only entered omni-channel, right? So subject, that particular info, with that particular whatever we have updated, and according to the settings that we have given in our knowledge settings, relevant knowledge article is being displayed. Now if customer wanted to, if support rep wanted to go ahead and attach this, support rep can go ahead and attach the article, and it says article SFDC one stop test 2 was attached to the case. And now when we refresh this particular tab, you should be seeing the updates in under the all update section. It says that particular article is attached. That way you can either let your customers know that there is a knowledge articles. If at all they wanted to refer, they can go ahead and very well refer it. So this is how the entire knowledge can be made. You can go ahead and enable this knowledge articles, enable this knowledge in your Salesforce, go ahead and create various knowledge articles based upon your need. And these knowledge articles can be made useful to our support reps and our customers too. I hope you all liked my video, and if at all you have any questions, you can always shoot out and ask your questions either in our YouTube YouTube channel, that is SFDC One Stop, or you can post your questions in our blog, which is sfdconestop.blogspot.com. Again, thank you so much for watching my videos and have a good rest of your day. Thank you.